This is our number problem practice optional problem. So you should only watch this video if you need a little extra help or a little extra practice with your word problems. This question, by the way, is question number 3 in the practice on your handout. So it says the sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 1,746. What are the numbers? So when I read through this question, usually we have a comparison sentence and we have a total. This one doesn't really have that many sentences. Everything is kind of combined into one. It tells me the sum is 1,746. So I know that the numbers are going to add to 1,746. And then there isn't really a proper comparison sentence, but it does tell me that they are consecutive numbers, and that actually means something. So when I'm doing a word problem, I always need to have let statements to identify the variable, equation, I need to solve that equation, I need to take that answer and find the answers to the question, and then write a concluding sentence. So when I start this out, I'm going to start with my let statements, and I'm going to try to identify what are my unknowns in this question. The question says, what are the numbers? How many numbers? There are 3 numbers. So I'm going to let something be the first number. I'm going to let something be the second number. And let something be the third number. So because they are consecutive numbers are numbers in a row, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you have consecutive numbers, all of those numbers are 1 digit apart. So if you had a number like 1 and you wanted to get the next consecutive number, you would add 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. So I'm going to let the first number be x. The second number should be 1 number bigger. So it's going to be x plus 1. And then the third number should be 1 digit bigger than the previous number. So it should be x plus 1 plus 1. But 1 plus 1 is just 2, so I could say that this is x plus 2. And if you think about it, if I wanted to get from 1 to 3, I would have to add 2, right? So I did x, 1 digit bigger is x plus 1, 1 digit bigger is x plus 2. So it says their sum is 1,746. So if I take the first number plus the second number plus the third number, it should equal 1,746. So I know that we just let the first number be x. The second number is x plus 1. The third number is x plus 2. So I have x plus 1 plus x plus 2 equals 1,746. So I now have an equation to solve. I notice that I have like terms. I'm going to start with those. So x plus x makes 3x. And then I have a 1 and a 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 3x plus 3 equals 1,746. I need to solve. So to solve, I'm going to start by subtracting 3 from both sides. So 3x equals 1,746. Take away 3 is 1,743. And then I need to take that number and divide by 3. So 1,743 divided by 3 is 581. Now when I get to this step, I always think that I'm finished, but if I look at my checklist of things to do in a word problem, I've done the let statements, I made an equation, I solved that equation, I still have to go back and find the answers to the question and then write a sentence. So I do know that x is 581, but the question wants to know what are the 3 consecutive numbers. So I need to go back and find my 3 consecutive numbers. So I use the let statements to help me do that. So I know the first number is just x. The second number is x plus 1. And then my third number is x plus 2. So x is just 581. So the first number is 581. My second number, x, is 581 plus 1, which is 582. And then my third number is 581 plus 2, which is 583. Are those numbers in a row? Yes, they are. So the numbers are 581, 582, and 583. So I just need to write a sentence to finish this off. So I'm going to say, therefore, the numbers are 581, 582, and 583.